Wonderful, energetic ladies and gentlemen. Does someone has to just look at you differently and you get angry? If someone cuts in front of you when you've been standing in line forever, do you get angry? If a delivery of something is late, do you get angry? If someone does not live up to your expectation, do you get angry? Do you get angry if your neighbor plays the music system very loudly whole day? Do you get angry if your boss likes your colleagues and always believe them? He does not consider your suggestions. Do you get angry, frustrated, or hurt often? Does it seem like being angry is a habit with you now? Important question is, who is making you angry? The person who stared at you? The person who cut the line? The delivery boy who came late? The person who does not live up to your expectation, your neighbor, your boss, who is responsible for your anger? You and only you. These are all triggers or stimulants for anger. Anger is your response to these triggers. Anger is a secondary emotion. Another emotions like fear, frustration, anxiety, sorrow, or feeling diminished inevitably precedes the experience of anger. Generally, anger replaces those primary so quickly that we never notice them. Beneath the primary emotions lie the unmet needs. When a person is angry, often is a result of threatened emotions such as hurt of our self-importance, rejection, difficult to deal with prospects, or antagonistic flight of the imagination. Anger can be harmful or helpful depending on how it is expressed. If done in assertive way, one can stand up for himself and communicate clearly. If done in passive way, one may not be able to address the underlying issues. If done in aggressive way, it may result in damaged relationship and create multiple problems. Let's learn some techniques and methods of anger management. The step one is to have a hostility log. Maintain a hostility log. What is that? Use hostility log worksheet to monitor what triggers your anger and the frequency of your anger responses. When you know what makes you angry, you will be in a much better position to develop strategies to contain it or channel it effectively. If you're carrying around anger from the past, you can't solve the problem by beating on the current people in your life. Beating the current people will harm and trigger new problems. You can solve it by learning what your triggers are and disarming them. What could be the hostility log could be? It's an Excel sheet, normal Excel sheet. You write in separate columns. The first column, what makes you angry? Second column, how did you respond? The third column, was this justified? The fourth column, how else could you have responded? We need to identify self-destructing behavior. What could be those things? Negative self-talk, blaming everyone else, taking everything personally, assuming, looking for fights, getting enraged. Identify which are the thoughts which are aggressive acts. You did that on purpose. You wanted to hurt me. You deserve this. You never even asked me. You are being unreasonable. You think I'm so good? I will show you. You started it. There is no justice. There are some steps we can take to tame our anger. Know what pushes your buttons. Know your body anger signs. Stop and think before reacting. Cage your rage. It's your choice. Remember that people and relationships are precious. Watch your thoughts, words, and actions. Use anger management technique to interrupt the anger cycle. Pause. Take deep breath. Tell yourself you can handle the situation. Stop the negative thoughts. Use empathy. If another person is a trigger for anger, try to see the situation from his or her perspective. See the humor in your inappropriate expression of anger. Try to see some humor in what angered you. Slowly count to 10. Focus on the counting to let your rational mind catch up with your feelings. Relax. Take advantage of the relaxing power of your senses of sight, smell, hearing, touch, and taste to reduce our anger. Dance is a natural source of getting in touch of feeling. Listen instead of just hearing. Avoid negative thought patterns like overgeneralizing. Everything is always rubbish. You never consider my needs. I never get the credit I deserve. The second thing is obsessing on shoots and I must. Having a rigid view of the way things should or must be and getting angry when reality doesn't line up with vision. He must accept my opinion. Blaming. Most people blame others for the things that happen to them rather than taking responsibility for themselves. It is always someone else's fault. Avoid people, places, and situations which makes you angry. Try to identify activities and times of day that trigger irritable or angry feelings. Then think about ways to avoid those triggers or to view the situation differently so that it does not make you angry. When you make mistakes, we all make mistakes, isn't it? Learn from them rather than getting angry. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain because it will make you angry. Ask your stupidest questions to avoid mistakes to further avoid others getting angry with you. Do your important jobs now before they become urgent. Never go to bed with an argument unsettled. You can't change others as easily as you can change yourself. Do not just catch your employees and your children doing wrong things. It will make you angry. Catch them doing right things. Most people remember only 20% of what they hear. Understand this fact to reduce your anger. Most problems are really the absence of ideas. So think ahead, anticipate, get it done or do it. Even if the second best, you will be less angry. Live each day as if it is your last day. Nobody is going to get angry in his last days. Forgive and forget. Use techniques like Hriday Manjan or Ho'oponopono for forgiving others and forgiving self. Remember, if you must be angry, then be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, in the right way. Remember, nobody can make you angry without your consent. Remember, nobody can disgrace us other than ourselves. So why get angry? Remember, 1 minute of anger, you lose opportunity of 60 seconds of happiness. So thank you very much all for staying cool. Stay blaze, happy forever, stay cool forever. Thank you very much for your patient watching. Thank you very much.